Morning, dear ones. I'm Suzanne from Making It in Maine, in case this is your first time visiting my channel. And if it's not your first time, I'm so happy that you have come back. I am in a beautiful place in Hollowell, Maine. And I'm going to take you on a little walk with me this morning. I'll just show you what's behind me. An old rotting log. Yeah, there's so much beauty in the world, even in a rotting log. You know, the rotting log is a home for insects and critters, and yeah, we're interconnected with the earth and the world and each other. So let's go on a walk and I'll show you the beauty here. I'm gonna go on a fast walk, kind of fast, because I have to be off to work, but there's a big sloping bank down to some water. I don't know if it would be considered a stream or a brook, but yeah. Have you ever heard of forest bathing? Because when you walk out in the woods and you're amongst the trees, it's called forest bathing. Oh, okay, let me show you this. Oops, there's some... Ouch. I just fell. It's okay. My elbow hurts a little bit, but I'm all right. I don't want to fall down there. But look. Isn't that so pretty? I just love arched stonework. And I'm talking a little softer because now there's somebody walking in front of me. She may think I'm a complete goofball for filming myself in the woods. I love that she's out on an early morning jaunt too. I wonder if she saw me fall. Don't know if you can see down there. If you see the little bit of white, it's because the water is down there, so far down. Okay, I'll scan back up to the trail because she just moved out of sight. Don't want to invade her privacy. Don't want to get somebody else on camera who doesn't want to be on camera. Oh, beautiful ferns. Can you see the beautiful ferns? So lovely. Oop. Here's another fallen tree. See, this is one of the things I love. Look at this. Awesome. Oval hole in the root. There's so much to see. So much beauty to see in the world if we just open our eyes and pause and take time. One of my favorite things to do when I'm out on a walk in nature is to look up. I find myself always looking up at the trees. Yes. So in addition to forest bathing, there's also this thing called grounding, where you get your feet on the earth, bare feet in particular, and you're grounding yourself with the energy of the earth. You can do an internet search on both of these terms, forest bathing and grounding. What I meant to say was earthing, not grounding. Yep. We humans are just energy balls. And the earth is energy. We all have an energetic frequency, and we typically attract to us people of a similar frequency. There's another fallen tree. Oh, here, let me show you. I don't know if you saw it. A little granite bridge we're passing over. Just because there's a little bit of water trickling down there. Wonder which trail that young woman took. Just saw another chipmunk. You know what I like to call them? Chipper monkeys. My daughter had a stuffed chipmunk when she was little. I used to call it Chipper Monkey. Can you hear the water? Can you hear it? Just wait, just you wait. Getting closer. It's right down there. See it? You can definitely hear it. Hope it's not too loud for you. We're coming up to one of the most beautiful parts here. I don't know if I mentioned in a previous video, I think I did, but I grew up near a brook. It was just below our house, and my brother and I would play there. Oh, maybe it's a red squirrel crawling up that tree. Yeah, we used to play at the brook all the time. Perhaps I will recite my poem for you sometime. Maybe at the end of this video. So you see this little footbridge? It's actually, it has fallen apart, so you can't actually cross it. Might have to talk a little louder. You see? It broke. I don't know if it'll get repaired or not, but look at that. Isn't that lovely? Do you like the sound of running water? I do. Okay, look upstream, look up yonder. See the beautiful arched stone bridge? Such beauty. All right, let me get you closer to that. Yeah, when my brother and I played at the brook near our house, we were always hopping across rocks to get from one side of the brook to the other. It's so awesome that people get to spend time in places like this. I feel incredibly blessed. Look at that. Uprooted tree. Ooh, see that? See that, see that, see that? It's a mini waterfall of sorts. People like getting down on that flat rock area. Play in the, get down there to play in the water. Yes, and so up there, you can split off to the left, or you can split off to the right. If you split off to the left, you walk through a field before going back into the woods. And so here we are on the other side of the bridge, or looking up the other side of the bridge. There's a dam up there. Beautiful, huh? That's beauty. Okay, friends, that's it for now. Okay, people. That's just not acceptable. You know, it's great that people collect their dog poop, but they really need to take it out of the woods. And I will give them the benefit of the doubt that they didn't want to carry it with them and intended to pick it up on their way out. Yeah, let's try to give people the benefit of the doubt when we can. I know before I started practicing Nichiren Buddhism, I used to be ever so much more judgmental. And have I rid it from myself 100%? No, not yet. But I surely want to, and I am so much better than I was, and I notice when I'm being that way now. And you know, that's half the battle is noticing the qualities in yourself that you don't like or that are part of a lesser self, your lesser self. So if we can all be aware of negative qualities in ourselves and try to stop them, try to change. Because I don't know about you, but I want to be my best self. I want to be the best version of myself I can be. My higher self, not my lesser self. So, going on a walk today, walk this morning. I actually walked in here with a friend last night also, after work. And not whenever, but sometimes when I mention going on a walk, I think of this song that we used to sing at church school when I was a little girl, the first church that I attended, which was the Seventh-day Adventist church. And I don't remember much of the song, but what I remember is, we shall go for a walk today, a walk today, a walk today. We shall go for a walk today. That's all I remember. And I'm not a good singer, but it doesn't stop me from wanting to sing. So that's the little bit of that song I remember. Yeah, so after Seventh-day Adventist church, my parents started going to the Catholic Church on the regular. My mother converted to Catholicism, and I went there until I became a rebellious teenager. Later in my adult life, I attended the United Methodist Church for, 2 or 3 years. And stopped going there shortly after hooking up with my husband because I wanted to spend time with him on the weekends rather than spending time in church. So obviously it wasn't what spoke to my heart, because now I practice Nichiren Buddhism. I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I hope to remember to put some links in the description box below. And to find that, you have to click the word more to expand and see the description box, I think. So I think I lost my train of thought. So now I practice Nichiren Buddhism and am so much changed for the better, and it's an incredibly powerful, beautiful practice, and I attend those discussion meetings and Buddhist gatherings on the regular. And I've been practicing Nichiren Buddhism for 5 years, and I love it, and I don't ever intend to stop. So you used to be able to walk down this way, but the trail is closed. Yeah, you used to be able to go down that trail. And there's another bridge down there. Ah, yes, see? Well, actually, I could go down that way. There are steps here, and you can see the board path down there, and there's another lovely arched bridge. So that will have to be for another visit. But for now, I've got to go get in my car and head off to work. I'll probably be back a little later, maybe to share my poem about the childhood brook that I grew up near. See you soon. At the end of this video, I'm going to include some photos of something I did one day on my walk. I drew a heart in the soil, and then I had the idea that I wanted to make more hearts along my walk. So I used leaves and acorns and sticks, and you'll see all that. And when I was making one of my hearts, someone came along and saw me doing it, and she said, "So you're the one who's doing that?" Yeah, it just made my heart smile to think that people would come upon the hearts that I was making in the trail, and I was hoping it would bring some joy to their day. Let's bring joy to people. Let's do what makes our hearts sing and what brings others joy. I hope you enjoyed my walk in the woods, and I hope you enjoy looking at the hearts that I created along the trail in these woods several years ago. Until we meet again, from my heart to yours. Bye for now.